Hello and welcome. Today we'll be doing wall yoga. My name is Manju Batra, and this wall yoga is very good for learning alignments. So whenever you are doing any yoga class where you are not using wall, you can use this class as a reference how your alignment should be. So let's get started for 60 minutes wall yoga. So we'll start in child pose. For this class, we need two blocks, maybe a strap. Child pose, opening the knees wide and stretch your arms forward. Relax your forehead down. Walking your fingers forward. Lifting your elbows off the mat. Maybe lift your palms up, just dig your fingertips down onto the mat, lengthening your side body. Wiggling your spine sideways, right and left. Now bring your palms down and walk your hands to the right side, taking the left hand onto the right. And gently push your left hip a little bit more backward, lifting your elbows up, stretching the left side of your spine here. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. And then take your hands to the left side. Right hand comes on top. Push your right hip backward a little bit more. You can start wiggling your spine here as well if you like. Focusing on the breath, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, come back to center. And then walk your hands under your shoulder, bringing your knees hip width. And we begin with cat and cow. Inhale, belly falls, chest up, look up. Exhale, curl your tailbone under, round your spine. Inhale, broaden your collarbones, look up. Exhale, start the movement from your tailbone, then spine, shoulder, and then head. Few rounds like this. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. In breath. Out breath. One last round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the center. Now extend your right leg back. Make sure your right foot is onto the wall. Flex your right foot. And now from here, extend the left arm forward. Be mindful when you're putting the heel onto the wall. Make sure your knee is not bending like this. That's why we are using wall. You need to push the back knee up. Then you extend your left arm forward. Now pull those ribs in, pressing into the bottom hand. Reach forward with your left fingertips. And breathe here. The idea here is to keep your back leg active by pushing the heel into the wall. Exhale, release. Same thing, other side. Left foot onto the wall. Keep the neck long. Avoid arching your spine, so pull those ribs in. Push your heel into the wall. Make your back leg active. Then you extend your right arm forward. Gaze forward. Avoid hanging the head down like this. So try to keep your neck nice and long. One more full breath. Exhale, release. Bring your knee down. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Start paddling your heels. Alternate heels up and down. Just move your dog how it feels. Lifting both heels up, both heels to the right, up to the left few times, lengthening the side bodies here again. One more breath. Now roll forward, come to high plank. Exhale, move back to downward facing dog. High plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll forward, high plank, and then push your hips down for upward facing dog. Keep your toes tucked. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, up dog. Arching the spine, you can look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last round. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now step to the very top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift, lengthening the spine, shifting the body weight into the balls of your feet. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers, push your palms to the ceiling, stretch up. As you exhale, bend to your right side. Bringing some more weight into the left heel. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Breathe. Inhale, back to center. Bring your arms in cactus. Lift your sternum up and then lean backward for a backward bend. Now stay in backward bend. Release your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Lift the chest up. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips, reach down. Squeezing your palms together. Open your chest to the right side, arms reaching to the left. Inhale, back to center and then to the left. Back to center. Release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Few rounds of sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, halfway lift. Place your hands down, step back to high plank. Go down chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees off the mat, pointing your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press into your fingertips and your knuckles. Grounding through your heels. Take one more deep breath in. Look front, either step or jump to the top of your mat. Breath in, flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise. Reach your arms up, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back. Breathe in. Hands to the mat, step or jump back. High plank. Lower your body down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lengthen your lower back by tilting your tailbone towards the ceiling and moving the mat forward with your fingertips as you're moving the floor away from you. It will give you a nice length in your spine. One last breath here. Gaze forward, bend your knees, either step or jump to the top. Breath in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back, inhale. Place your hands down, step or jump back, plank. Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Continue with your Ujjayi breath. One more full breath here. Gaze forward, bend your knees, step or jump to the top. Breath in, flat back. Breathe out, fold forward. Last round. Inhale, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, fall forward. Flat back, breathe in. Hands to the mat, step or jump back, high plank. Lower your body down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now from down dog, start walking your hands back towards your feet and then slowly rise up. Now I'll be using wall for chair pose. So walk your feet forward, keeping your feet in line with your knees in line with your toes, and then sit down, slide. So if you check, my feet are parallel, hip width, knees are not going beyond my toes, so you want to avoid this thing. Make sure your feet are slightly forward and you keep your neck long, shoulders back, and now we bring the arms in cactus. From here, keeping your elbows fixed, inhale, exhale, bring your palms down. Some of you might not be able to touch all the way back, that's okay. Try not to round the spine like this. So just stay back, inhale, working on the shoulders, exhale. Breathe in and out. In breath, out breath. Last two, inhale, exhale. One more time, breathe in and exhale. Press into your hands, push yourself up, come up to standing. Reach your arms up, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward, come to high plank. Go down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, walk back a little bit and lift your right leg up. Now your right toes are touching the wall and you're squaring the hips. So right hip is not opening to the side like this, it's rolling down. Press into all your knuckles and the fingertips. Now make an action as you are lifting the wall up, dragging the wall up with your toes. Watch my back knee. It's bending like this. Now when I drag, it goes straight. So I'm activating my top leg. Pressing into that left heel down. Push your chest towards your thigh, left thigh. Hold it here. Three-legged downward facing dog with the wall. Keep breathing. As you exhale, step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Now move back a little bit and touch your heel against the wall, pushing your hips down, bending the front knee. Take your arms up. Wonderful. Breathe. Release your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Move your right foot slightly to the right. Inhale, lift your chest up and lean backward. As you exhale, start hinging forward from your hips. Lift your arms up for humble warrior. Moving the right hip a little bit more backward here. One last breath. Inhale, rise up back to warrior one. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Take your right leg back, high plank. Go down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, lift your left leg up. Touch your left toes onto the wall. Same action here. You are rolling the left hip down and think you are dragging the wall up with your left toes. And try moving the floor away from you with your hands. Nice, and breathe here. As you exhale, step your left foot forward, touching the heel to the wall behind you, and you lift your arms up. Warrior one, keeping the front knee over your ankle. The back knee might dip down sometimes like this, so all you have to do is push the heel against the wall and move this thigh backward. Now you take your arms behind your back, lift your chest up and lean backward. Exhale, start hinging forward for humble warrior. You can move your left foot slightly to the left side if you want to go a little bit more down, finding the space for your torso. One last breath. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up for warrior one. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Take your left leg back, high plank. Go down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, walk your hands back towards your feet. Same thing, we are rising up. Now move your feet forward as we did in chair. Moving your feet forward. This time feet are together. Sink your hips low. Shift your body weight into your right. Left leg comes on top. Eagle legs. Arms out in T. Left arm under. Right arm up. Eagle arms. So you sink your hips low. Bring the shoulders blade back. Lift your elbows shoulder level. And then move your forearms away from your face. Eagle with the wall. It's intense, yes. So think when you're doing eagle without wall, sometimes we tend to do this. So try keeping your shoulder over your hips and breathe. Focus on your Ujjayi breath. One more breath. Unwind your arms. Place your hands onto the wall. Unwind your legs. Stay here. Just straighten your legs. So your butts are touching the wall and you walk. Hinge forward. Bring your fingertips down. Think you're crawling your sit bones onto the wall. If you want more intense stretch, you can lift your toes up and crawl the fingers forward. And release your toes down. Rise up again. Stay wherever you are. All you have to do is just bend your knees again. Now your right leg comes on top. Squeeze your thighs, eagle legs. Extend the arms out. Right arm under, left arm up. Elbows up higher. Forearms reaching away from your face. And relax your shoulders. So think of pulling the right hip slightly down and back. Left shoulder down. And breathe. Last 3 breaths here. Exhale, unwind your arms. Push your hands onto the wall, unwind your legs. Same thing, straighten the legs and hinge forward. Crawling your fingers forward, lifting the toes up. Bring your toes down, place your hands onto the wall and then press yourself up. Reach your arms up. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward, high plank. Go down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Touching your right toes again, same thing, onto the wall, and then you're dragging the wall up towards the ceiling. From here, adding a little bit more intensity by bringing the hands a little bit back and see if you can lift your bottom foot off the mat. And this leg is not going back, this leg is reaching towards your face. As you're doing a handstand here, breathe. Keep flexing your left foot. Bring your left foot down. Step your right foot forward. Crescent with the wall. So if you check my heel, it's touching the wall and my knee is not dipping down. So what I'm doing is pushing my heel and lifting my knee up towards the ceiling. Now from here, bend your front knee and take your arms up. Draw your hands to your heart center. Exhale, hinge forward and twist to your right. Open your arms wide. Keep checking on your back leg. The back knee might dip down like this, so push the heel and lift the back knee up. Take your top arm around your spine, half bind, or you can go for full bind. Last 3 breaths here. Inhale, rise up, back to crescent. Exhale, hands come down. Now we need blocks, 2 blocks, and keep your blocks slightly in front. Now slide your back leg up. So if you check my heel, my hip, and my shoulder all in one line, squaring the hips, keeping the bottom knee soft, come onto the fingertips. Now start lifting the torso up, gaze forward, and extend your right arm forward. You can stay here finding your balance. If you want more challenge, both arms. It's really intense when you push the back heel and the bottom heel equally down and holding the core tight and reach forward. Breathe. Last breath. Exhale, hands come down. Runner's lunge, back heel down. Take your right leg back, high plank. So in high plank, the soles of the feet touching the wall. Roll both heels to the right, left, and then your right arm reaching up. Now you have few options here. Take your top leg up, star side plank. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Lean back. Other option is lifting your bottom foot off the mat, hanging star plank. Exhale, bring it down and bring your right foot down to high plank. Go down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Same thing, activating the back leg. Now walk your hands slightly back. Press your left toes onto the wall and see if you can lift the bottom foot off the mat. So we are not changing the position of the toes and the heel. What we are doing is just lifting the foot up. It's not going back, it's reaching forward. And hold. Bring your right foot down. Step your left foot forward. Back heel against the wall. And then you rise up for crescent. Now activate this leg by pushing the heel against the wall. And then you lift the back knee up. Reach. Draw your hands to your heart center. Hinge forward. Exhale, twist to your left. Open your arms wide. Half bind or full bind. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Inhale, come back to crescent. Exhale, use your blocks, keep them in standing position, and then start sliding your leg up. So your heel, hip, shoulder all in one line. Then come onto the fingertips. Pull your ribs in, hold your core tight, extend the left arm forward. You can choose to stay here if you need support. If you want more challenge, try lifting both arms. Sometimes what happens is when we lift, we fall down. So make sure you lift up. And the most important part here is the back knee. It's not dipping down, it's lifting up. Hold for 3. 2, and 1. Release your hands down onto the mat, runner's lunge. Back heel against the wall. Left leg back to plank. Roll your heels to the right. Left arm reaching up. Few options here. Lift your top foot up. Other option, hanging star plank, lifting the bottom foot up. Couple of breaths here. And then release. Come back to high plank. Go down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay in down dog or you can sit in child pose, your choice, for 5 breaths. Then walk your hands back towards your feet. Now you can sit down and then take your blocks. Very interesting pose coming up. That's crow pose with a wall. So why we are using wall here for crow is so that we can try keeping the arms straight, super straight arms in crow pose. So we'll take the wall support for that. So keep your blocks closer and you can watch me sideways here. I bend my elbows, same thing as you do crow. Bring your knees towards your upper arms, gaze forward. Now my toes are very light, I'm not pushing, I'm reaching forward. From elbows bent, try straightening your arms as much as you can and gaze forward. And just your big toes are touching the wall, not or toes. All your focus is holding your core tight and straightening your arms. Hold for 5 breaths here. You can lift one toe off the wall as well if you can keep your arms straight like that. And then switch. Maybe both toes off the wall, keeping your arms straight. And as you exhale, slowly release. Just move your wrist. Reverse direction. And now move your mat blocks forward, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, touching your right toes onto the wall. Start walking your hands back for wall standing split. Some of you might need block, so let me show you the modification. You can take your blocks with you and keep sliding the leg up, or without blocks. So slide your right thigh closer to the wall. Try pushing your left thigh towards the wall. Start walking your hands forward. Then step your right foot forward, keeping the blocks in front. Warrior 2 against the wall. So what you're doing is keeping the knife edge of your back foot against the wall and then reaching to warrior 2. Flex your hands. Press the left hand onto the wall. Bend your left elbow. Reach your right arm up and back. Reverse warrior. As you go back, make sure your front knee is bending and your left thigh is moving backward. Breathe. Inhale, rise up, back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Make sure you're pressing the knife edge of your back foot here. Wrap your top arm around your spine, half bind or full bind. Three deep breaths. Inhale, rise up, back to warrior two. Reach forward, reaching to half moon with the wall. So shift the body weight forward and start sliding your leg up. Now, few things to keep in mind is, first try to press the heel and your toes are pointing straight towards the left. Then your torso might go forward like this, so you need to lean backward, opening the chest. Then lift your top arm over your head. Bottom knee can be slightly soft as if you're hyperextending. From here, just stay on your fingertips. And once you find your balance, press into both feet. And see if you can lift both arms up. Yep. Make sure the back knee is not bending like this. It's straight. That's why we're using wall. And hold. If your torso fall down, use support. Come up again and try again. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Step back. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Right hand down. Left arm up. Triangle. Inhale, rise up, back to warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down. For lizard lunge, moving your right foot to the right corner of the mat, and your back heel again is touching the wall. Make sure your knee is not dipping down. Push, lift the back knee up. Then you can come onto your forearms here. Keeping your neck long. From here, take your right leg back to meet the left, forearm plank against the wall. So your heels are pressing the wall. Hold your core tight and let's hold for 10 breaths. Last 5. And then slowly bring your hips down, nice your base, and then forearms parallel, Sphinx pose. Exhale, slowly come down. Take your blocks in front. Next is Superman pose with the wall, and the blocks. Slightly scoot backward and keep your toes onto the wall. So again, check my legs. My legs are not bending, it's straight. Extend your arms forward. Dig your fingertips into the block. Lift the chest up. Now from here, lift one arm up. Switch, other arm up. If you find your balance, both arms up. Hold. Curling the little finger in. Activating your legs. dragging the wall up with your toes. Exhale, release. Wiggle your hips, wiggle your legs sideways. Now bend your legs, grab your ankles for bow. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, push your heels up. Keep drawing your knees in towards each other. Last 3 breaths. Exhale, release. Windshield wiper your legs. Release your legs down, hands under your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg up, toes touching onto the wall, and then you start walking your hands back. For standing splits option, you can use blocks under your hands. Keep walking your hands as closer to the bottom foot. Standing splits. Now walk your hands forward. Come back to three-legged down dog. Step your left foot forward. Keep your blocks handy. And come up, warrior 2. Pressing the knife edge of your back foot against the wall. And flex your hand. So your back hand is, right hand is touching the wall. Inhale, straighten your left arm, bending your right elbow, and then reach back for reverse. Try keeping your left arm straight and feel free to bend your right elbow as much as you can. Inhale, rise up back to warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Now wrap your top arm around your spine, half bind or full bind. If you are very good with your bind, you can grab the right wrist and maybe straighten the right arm, opening your chest towards the ceiling. 3 more breaths. Inhale, rise up back to warrior 2. Exhale, reach forward. Use your block and slide your foot up for half moon. Now you adjust your bottom foot so your heel and ankle in line. Come onto your left fingertips. Lean back with your chest. Take your top arm up over your head. Flexing both feet so your toes are up, relax them down. Hold your core tight and see if you can take both arms over your head without dropping your torso down like this. Lift up. Lean back again. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Push both heels, 1 into the wall, 1 into the floor, 2. And 1. Back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Left hand down, right arm up. Triangle pose. Use this as a breather. Feel a nice stretch and breathe into it. Exhale, hands come down. Lizard lunge. Move your left foot to the left corner of the mat. Back heel against the wall. And now you bring your forearms down. Stay. Try pressing the left thigh downward and lifting the right thigh up. And now come back onto your hands. Take your left leg back, high plank. Go down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and jump through seated. Now, if you have never done wheel and you want to learn, so this is how you can try first time wheel. So if you look into my blocks, I have kept my blocks in a slanting position and I'm touching that they are not shaky. Then you lie down, keeping your head in between the blocks. Bend your knees, hands by your side. So first we'll go for bridge pose. Inhale, lift your hips up for bridge. You can interlace your fingers underneath. Exhale, release your hips down. For wheel, if you have never tried, just give it a try by placing your hands onto the block, fingertips pointing downward. Now just put some weight onto the blocks. If they are shaky, then you can try keeping them flat like this. And again, place your hands onto the block. Press into your hands and your feet. Inhale, press yourself up. So initially you might come here if you're learning how to do wheel. Now use your hands, use your core, use your feet, and then try straightening the arms. You might come here, that's okay. And then you can go down again, up and down. And if you feel, you can go all the way up. All you have to do is try to take your face towards the wall. So we are not moving away the wall. This is a very common mistake. Then we push away from our hands. We need to reach there. Breathe. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Circle your wrist. Move your knees right and left. Moving to Supta Baddha Konasana. Right hand on your belly, left on your heart. And just stay here. Closing your eyes. Feel the breath, feel the sensations. Observing each and every breath. Now place your hands under your knees. Bring your knees in, extend the arms out. Right leg on top of your left leg, eagle legs. Bring both knees to the left side. Eagle twist, look over your right shoulder. Just relax here for a few breaths. Inhale, come back to center and then switch. Left leg on top, knees to the right, Gaze to the left. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, come back to center and hug your knees to chest, forehead towards your kneecap. Rock and roll back and forth few times and then rise up. Turning towards the wall, so we'll be doing one forward fold with the wall. So place your feet against the wall, keep your legs stretched, and then take your one block with you and then reach up. Stretch your spine, rest the block with your palms, fingers are nicely open. Stretch up, inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward. So instead of reaching down like this, I want you to take your hands above your head. If you can't reach, you can hold the block vertical and slide it up. And if you have long arms, you might not need block, you can just reach your fingers up. But make sure when you start rounding and going down, all you have to do is crawl your fingers up. Lengthening the spine. Then you start taking your abs towards your thighs. But your upper back is not rounded here, it's lengthening. Inhale, slowly release. And then we'll do legs up on the wall. So easiest way to go up onto the wall is lie down with your butts touching the wall, creating a 90-degree angle. Your torso is on the mat. All you have to do is just slide your leg up. From here, stretch your legs wide open, flexing your feet. Arms by your side. So we'll rest like this for a few breaths. Reaching towards final relaxation pose. Some of you might want to just relax like this throughout the Shavasana. Go for it. Keeping whole body relaxed. Arms, torso, forehead, face, jaws. Everything relaxed. Your legs are active. Now you can stay here, relaxing your leg as well. You can slide your legs up for Viparit Karni. Legs up onto the wall. Close your eyes and enjoy your Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Very gently turn your head sideways. Extend your arms over your head. Give a nice big stretch, pointing your toes towards the wall. Now bend your knees. Gently push yourself away from the wall and turn to your right side, lying down in fetal position. Pressing your left hand down, slowly make your way to a comfortable seat. Placing your back against the wall. Inhale, slide your arms towards the wall. Exhale through your mouth and bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, slide your arms up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Draw your thumb to your forehead center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you everyone for sharing your practice with me. Hope you enjoyed the sequence with wall yoga. See you again.